Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Right, I think I got myself all set up. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. I think I am live streaming, and I think maybe you can hear me. And I see there's a few people in here. If you can hear me, then you know what to type in the chat. If you were around for my other live stream, that is. If you can't hear me, then I don't know what to do. All right, stabilizers. Stabilizers were pre-prepped. To save time, because we're already behind schedule. I was supposed to have started about 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago, but couldn't do it. So I have lubed my stabilizers in what I think is the correct way. And I've got some thick lube in there. Just inside the bit where the metal part goes into the housing, and on the corners where the metal part takes the turn on both sides. And I'm using screw-in stabs this time. These are proper GMK screw-in stabs. So let's get those on first. Welcome to the stream. This is a Pearl. This is a 40% keyboard. I should probably do the introductions first, shouldn't I? So this is a Pearl keyboard from Kubacek, group buy from a few weeks ago, a month ago maybe. And yeah, it was an extremely well-run group buy, So thank you to Kubacek. So if you have a chance, please go and check out his website. And I guess I should, let's see. So everybody can see. Such a good group buy. He deserves a Prague from me, because I navratil over this keyboard. Let's get these stabilizers on, and they go in this way. In here. And here. And I'm going to screw these guys on. Oh, before I do that, I should put some lube on the other side, shouldn't I? Because I haven't done that yet. Did everything else, but I haven't done that bit yet. So you can see I've got the plasters on the PCB. So I'm just going to put some more lube on these plasters. Just a little bit. And spread that around a bit. Give it a bit of a softer landing. And rub that in. On the other side. I kind of like how this feels, so I usually do it. All right, that should be good. Now we can get them on. And these stabilizers go this way in, facing this way. Make sure they're seated properly. And you can see them on the other side. Then let's get them screwed in. Shaking hands. One side done. Make sure the other side's seated in properly. Get the other screw. Get the other one in. Make sure it's tight on there. Right, then we can proceed. So what I've done is I've cut a up a piece of foam here. Painstakingly cut piece of foam that I went and bought by myself. Kubitschek's actually started selling these, cut by what I would hope is a machine and not by himself. But I already started doing this, so this is what I've got. So this is just an experiment, really, because I don't really know how this is going to affect the sound of the keyboard, so this is just an experiment. I think it will make some difference. I think and I hope it will make some difference. So we get that on there. How do I like the new? I do like it. I haven't used it. When I first got it, I used it for quite a long time, getting used to it. But then since I've started doing a lot more, you know, Photoshop and stuff, I don't have it as my daily driver. But I think I might start using it at work more, because my desk space at work is much smaller. So, and I'm using it today just because, like, when I'm doing the live streaming, I've not got much space, so it's perfect for that kind of thing, I think. I hope it'll be fun. Look, if my hands can stop shaking, though. Gotta get over these nerves. And I've started about 4 hours later than I was supposed to have started, due to faffing and waking up late and then having to go out and get hay fever medicine. So I have these cheapo switches with the legs for PCB mount still on them, if you can see there. So I'm using these switches to get things kind of lined up properly. So I'm going to just put these in a few places. There we go. Get these in. Come on, you bugger. Get in there. Thank you for the sub, Wild Numbat. Appreciated. Much appreciated. So the thing with the foam is, now you have an extra thing to kind of line up. But I had tested this, and it did work. Honest. Let me see if I can get this right. There we go. Yeah. If we get these on first, I think we get one lined up, then I think we should be good for the other ones. So you can see there, it's kind of lined up there. Got to keep remembering to change the camera angle back. Sorry about that. And thank you for the sub, if you're subbing to me. Yeah, sorry about that. I keep changing the camera angle and forgetting to change it back. Yeah, you can put them in. What I'm doing is I'm trying to line everything up. So what I may have to do is cut this part here where the stabilizers poke out. But just to make sure everything's lined up, because the switches that I'm using are these guys, and they don't have the mounting points. These are the Kale Pro burgundy switches, and they don't have the mounting points. So I would love to have some cherry silence on this. Money though, I've got to use what I've got. Got to use what I've got. Let me get another switch in here. See, let's make it one of these ones. Let's get another one in there so that we have everything lined up properly. That's another one in. So you can see that the stabilizers are kind of pushing down, but I can just move them down a bit, move this pad down a bit, move the foam down a bit, and then tuck it in. Okay, so with those in, they should be lined up properly. And then let's get a burgundy in. Let's get a space bar. I'm from the UK. Haluk. I'm from the UK, but I'm living in Japan at the moment. At the moment, I say I've been here for 17 years now. So I guess I'm staying. Thank you, Takuya. Takuya Kosaka. Thank you for the sub. Drashna's here. Are you the legendary Drashna? Are you the legendary Drashna of QMK fame? Yeah, I do like the sound of the navies, but I can't really live with them. Because usually my wife is working there behind me, so I can't do those switches. Okay, so I think this guy is going to go in this space here. So he's clicked in, so he's seated in properly. All right. So I'm going to solder this one in here, because on this board that I have, there's only this one set of stabilizers. So I think I'm just going to solder this one in and then see how we're looking with the stabilizers. Yeah. So yeah, I would be dead if I if I started using clickies here. I would be dead very quickly, because she actually does work. You know, I'm just playing most of the time. Right, get these soldered in. okay. And this guy will go there, right? Sounds okay to me. What are my thoughts on the An Pro? I'm interested in getting an An Pro for modding. Like, I think it's a really good base. There aren't that many Bluetooth wireless mechanical keyboards, are there, still? I think KBD Fans has one coming, right? I think so. Get this guy out. All right. That was a tight fit. I haven't pulled it out, have I? No. Okay, so this should go pretty smoothly, I hope. Yeah, they sound amazing. And I would have some clickers if I could, but I can't. Do I stream often? Not as often as I want to. The thing with my streams is, like, I don't have people sending me stuff, and I don't have a load of stuff to build like every week. So for me, it's a struggle to find out what I would stream. I think the next thing I'm going to stream is probably Muni 32. I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's a super small board. It's even smaller than that. So that's probably the next thing I'll stream. And then after that, I'm probably going to do the Pearl. Sorry, not the Pearl. This is the Pearl. The M65A is probably what I'll stream after that. Yeah. But I'll stream as and when I can. But I kind of like doing, you know, I kind of like doing the produced videos and stuff on YouTube. If you've seen any of my other videos, I kind of like producing the videos. So live streaming still makes me super nervous. So when I get used to it, I'll probably start doing more. Yeah. Okay. So let me put another one of these ones in this space here. All right. I'm trying to really make sure that they're seated in because I've got that layer of padding here. I really don't want any to not be seated properly. But since they're clicking in, I think they're okay. I'm going to put one on the other side as well. So that one didn't click in, but it's come through nicely, so should be okay. All right, so we've got a few of them in now, so let's get on with it. No gloves today either. I've foregone the gloves today, and if I get lead poisoning or some hot solder drips on my arm, then I'll be wearing the gloves again. Okay, but I do have safety glasses. So I will be donning the safety glasses. Got smudge on them. Modified safety glasses. Gateron Blue switches. Yeah, I don't like the sound of Gateron Blue. I've got a whole box of Gateron Blues in a drawer, but I really don't like the sound of them. Really don't like them. So I don't know what I'm going to use them for. If anybody comes to the next Tokyo meetup that likes Gateron Blues, then I can sell them. Yeah. Switches, board, case, plate, stabilizers. Yeah, that's about what you need. Yeah. Cheaply. Yeah, that's the huge varying factor, isn't it? You can do it cheaply. There are cheap options available. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your budget. You can do it. No matter what your budget is, I think, within reason, I think you can build something that will be good. Yeah, the better keyboard you want, well, Numbat's right, the better keyboard you want, the more you're going to have to pay for it. Yeah. You don't have to have an awesome keyboard straight away. I mean, you can build up to something, can't you? 40 or 50 bucks. Well, it's a start. It's a start. Yeah, that's right. You know, you can start getting the parts and save up for it. I think that's probably a better thing to do, really, to start off building the parts up. Shipping wise, that would depend where you live as well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, let's get these in. These in. I think everything's lined up. They're going in pretty smoothly. The only thing is the padding. You know, it is very flimsy, let's say. Pretty flimsy padding. So it moves around a bit. You can see it poking through there. But yeah. Should be good. Should be good. Live in Turkey. Well, I mean, there are shops in Europe, I think, so that should be not so much. But like KBD fans, they ship pretty. They're pretty good at shipping. So ordering from KBD fans or KP Republic, you know, it's not really that much of a problem. Yeah. Keycaps is a thing, isn't it? But nowadays, getting the latest switches is can be expensive too if you want to get some crazy switches. But I mean, the Kale, you know, if you like linears, Kale box blacks, if you like clickies, you know, the whites or the navies, you can't really go wrong with those. Can't really go wrong. Yeah, that exchange rate. Yeah. If you're an Ergodox user that uses Colmac, Drashin is right, then yeah, that's an expensive. Those are expensive tastes. They're clicking in nicely. This is going to be quick. So everything seems to be lining up okay. I'm trying to shift the padding around where I can, but I've left enough space, so they should be fine. Should be just fine. Yeah, if you live in Australia, it's always trouble, isn't it, getting anything shipped there, I bet. GK64, I'm not sure about that. Anybody in chat can help with that? I don't really know. I don't really know about the GK64. People here are not into 60%, so you can't find any locally at all. Yeah, 60% is still pretty niche. And finding any of those locally is not going to be easy. Just got to shift that around. Should have kept that toothpick. Toothpicks at the ready to poke it back in there. Software for GK4 is buggy. Right. Yeah, I think that's another thing you got to check about if you're going for a custom one, is the firmware. Yeah. Can't go wrong with QMK. Oh, the GK64 is the one with hot swappable switches. Ah. Hello, dude. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. This is only my second stream. I'm a stream noob. So if I forget to switch camera angles or forget to look at the chat, then forgive. I'm a stream noob. These are going in pretty tightly, which I guess is a good thing. This plate seems to be quite good too. There's not much wobble. I mean, there are tolerances, but there's not much wobble here. Not much wobble at all. The 60% is a good way to start off, because there's not much to solder. I mean, that's why I'm starting with a 40%. I was going to start from. I was going to start with the new Muni 32, a really small keyboard as my first live build, but I'm still thinking about getting a plate for that, so I couldn't do that one first. So yeah, if you're starting off, the smaller the keyboard, the better, really. Like with a numpad or something like that. I think that's a good way to start. Al flavored in Osaka. Hello to you. Did you find any vintage keyboards down there? Did you check in hard off? Yeah, starting off soldering it's kind of daunting. If you're a beginner, and I'm still a beginner at soldering. I wouldn't class myself as anybody that should be giving people advice on soldering, really. But when I started my first soldering was my TX-1800. I think that was the first thing I'd done, or maybe it was the Monarch. But anyway, you know, I had to do some surface mount soldering for that. Yeah, so that was hard. But yeah, you know, if you go slowly and you just make sure you've got the right temperature, you can't really mess up. You can't really mess anything up. Yeah, Gherkin would be a good thing to start with. Yeah, it's really not that hard. It's kind of more daunting to start off because it's, you know, it's 350 degrees C, so you know you've got this thing and it could burn. It could burn you. It could burn the stuff you spent money on. You know, and then how do you fix it? And if it breaks, you know, there's all kind of things to worry about. But there's tons of people on the internet who've made the same mistake already. So even if you mess something up, somebody can help you fix it. Yeah, SMD soldering is challenging. Other than that, it's really not that bad. Am I in the right? I should check this before I go on, shouldn't I? I did check which holes I'm supposed to go in, but I guess I should check again. Let's see. Some 1 units. Where's the other guys? KBD fans or KP Republic? It's probably a good place to start because you can get everything you need all in one place, and that is also another thing. Yeah, but the thing is though, Wild Number, there's loads of people from, you know, there's loads of people in Australia doing this stuff. So Australia is actually one of the good places to be because there's loads of, you know, people that know what they're doing in Australia. So, you know, it's quite a good. It's one of the better places to be, really. So what am I doing here? I need one of these. I think. Let me check the thing. What am I going for here? One of these, and then a 1 unit maybe. I think. Thinking. And a random 1 unit, like that guy. Something like that. Yeah. So that's right. Hello, Nathan Kim. Welcome to the stream. So those are right. Set that aside. Should I replace my switches on the An Pro and be done? Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you can do. That's the good thing about the An Pro, you know. You can customize it and change the switches out if you want to, or change a switch, you know. Change the case. I think. Can you change the case on An Pro? Yeah. I don't know if there are any, or if there have been any keyboard meetups in Turkey. You never know. You search on, you know, the subreddit. There's people from all over the world. You'd be surprised. Blue one. I think here. And I think here. What's that one in? So that's a 1.25 and a 1. That looks right, and then space bars going on here, right? Yes. That looks all right. David, where do you live? We're lucky. Yeah. You never know, though. You never know. Magic Pretzel. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, and I'm glad you're liking the This Is My 60. I think later today, I'm going to start emailing people and asking for pictures from them, so I can start making the next episode of This Is My 60. It's been too long. I meant to start it last week, but you know, procrastination. So that should be okay. And then on the other side, what did I do? Furthest over to the left, and then the one in the middle. Let's check that. You're from Colombia. Well, I don't know any you know, famous people from the community from Colombia, but then still, you never know. You never know. Right, maybe that one. Then maybe that one. Let's check that again. Going, oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, no. No, that's fine. Is it fine? I think it's fine. And no, that should be over to the other side. Oh, Korea. Dude is in Korea. Whereabouts in Korea are you? Not so far from where I am. Not so far. Kairos ran, no. I don't have his voice. Do not have his voice. Nobody has his voice. Whoa. These tools are good, but they're not, you know, they're not built for this purpose. So, you know, they scratch your plate, and they, you know, they fly out of your hand and they twist. So, you know, there's room for somebody to make something better than this. I like the idea of this, but these should be wider, and these should be made of, you know, plastic, like the prying tools that you have. So somebody make it. No, nobody can top his voice. I'd love to go to one of the UK meetups and meet him. That would be pretty cool. Right, that should be fine. That is where we should be, I think. Yes. Gatron is a rip-off of Cherry. Yeah, I don't really know how that works. Like, they're kind of, they must be allowed to make switches that fit, you know. But yeah, I guess rip-off. Yeah. Some people prefer Gatorons to Cherries, though. Some people wouldn't touch Gatorons with a barge pole. That's right. That's right. Numbat. People like the Gatorons because they're less scratchy, but then wobble. So to each his own or her own. Each their own. Right, and then this one is going to go there, perhaps. That's why I like the Liku PCBs. They've got all this. They've got all these stuffs written on them already. Yeah. So it tells you where you're supposed to put the switches. Cherry lost the patent or something. Yeah. Is that right? I mean, good for us. See? Ping. Found it. Don't panic. I don't know where I put that one now. And then that one's going to go there. Nope. Is that where I put it before? Copyright expired on this Cherry stabilizer, Cherry switches, and now anyone can make them. And they are. Seems like everybody's making them. Everybody's making their own. Right, there we go. That is what we want. That is what we want. I think. You got a second pair of keycaps, so you only need the board, plate, switches, and stabilizer. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. All right, let me just getting the Pearl Keyboards website up. If you didn't manage to get one, and if you like the look of this, but you don't like 40s, then he's going to have a 60%. He hasn't announced when it's going to be or what it's going to look like, but yeah. If you like the look of it, then go to that website and check it out. Stabilizers are cheap. Yeah, cases can be dirt cheap. And the plates are mass produced everywhere. Yeah, the PCB is the hard part, that's right. DZ60 is what most people are choosing nowadays. Joshua, these are Kale Pro Burgundy switches. They are linear switches, and I think the travel is slightly reduced, or the actuation. Yeah, that's why they're pro. That's why they're pro, not speed, pro. And I haven't had a board with these, but I wanted to try them out. I still don't know what switches I prefer, so I'm still in the I'm trying everything phase. Coming to an end though, because I think once the Royals come out, then I'll be able to decide what I like. Do I plan on using the Pearl, or will it be a novelty board for my collection? I will use it, and it will be a novelty board for my collection. Both. Both. I don't know, because I really want to compare these two in terms of sound, because I have had a bad experience with the new Mini. I love the form factor, and I love the design. I love the keycaps that I have on it now. I love everything about it, apart from the way it sounded with the two sets of switches I've tried in it. which are the KBD, the Gateron silent switches and the Cherry silent switches. And I've been kind of about both of them. So I want to try this out and see what the issue is. Is the issue the switches? Or is it the way the case sounds? And then I'd have to put, you know, the dampening foam in the new Mini as well to make everything equal. So it's a long process. Yeah, they've just got, yeah, KBD fans have got that new switch tester, haven't they? With like every switch. These are really clicking in. They are going in there. They are definitely going in there. So yes, they are. They are. It's not you. It's not you, and it's not the camera. These are the ones with the pegs on the bottom that I put in just to make sure everything was lined up first of all. And I will be taking those out and swapping them for the burgundies as well. So no, it's not your eyes. Tailbox navies. Yeah, they are so popular. They're a little bit. They'll probably be too heavy for me. I have actually heard them in person. I did forget, but Tokyo Coffee Nerd had some of the Kale box navies on the Tokyo 60 that he brought to the interview, and they do sound amazing. But they're just too rich, too much for me, too much click for me. Yeah. I prefer the Kale clicky sound to Gateron or Cherry. But I do love Cheristotles, which I have in 60% over there behind me. Do I have a Discord? I don't have a Discord. I don't. I just don't think I could support one. So I've been leeching off Anthony's Discord. So I usually post in there. If you know 001 keyboards, which you should, if you like to have good stabilizers, straight switches, you know, a well-built keyboard, then you probably should be subscribed to him. Because any of the things that I've changed about the way I build keyboards in the last, you know, 6 months or so is down to him. So yeah, I usually post in his Discord. And he streams on Twitch. The community-wide Discord, I guess, is, I don't know. Top Plaque has a very lively, active Discord. One Up Keyboards has a Discord too, although since his shop has been kind of out of action because he's been moving, that hasn't been so active recently. The most active Discord that I know of is the Top Plaque one. But I usually can't keep up with the conversations on there. So every time I see something I want to contribute to, it's usually happened like about 7 hours ago. So I am a member of that Discord, but I usually can't post in a timely manner. Also, I don't get the memes. I'm sorry. I'm old. There's a KB. Yes, and there is a KBD fans as well. I don't go on that one too. I found it was just too much for me because I follow the Top Clack one, the One Up one, and Anthony's Discord. I think that's probably about enough keyboard discords for me, because it gets to a point where you're discussing the same things. Yeah. Although, having said that, I did recently subscribe to Dead Encryption's Discord, but that's seriously my limit. I'm not subscribing to any more Discords. Used to be, I don't know if the main subreddit has a Discord server. Oh, yeah, does it? It's in the sidebar. Okay, I haven't, and I probably won't join that one. As I said, it's too much. It's too much for me to handle. Too much for me to handle. Get rid of these. These are the only switches that I have that have PCB mounting points on them. That's why I'm using these. These are dirt cheap. What are they? Giant. Is it Giant? Oh no, these are the Gateron. Oh, these are the Gateron silence. See, I didn't even know. I've got similar ones knocking about. Now these are the Gateron silence switches that I had in there as placeholders. Yeah, if you do, yeah, let me know how it goes, because people often ask me about budget builds or that kind of, and I don't really know. I need to kind of expand my knowledge. The only things I really know about is the ones that I have. So I do have plans in the future to do more budget-oriented videos, like off-the-shelf builds, and maybe build up to modding those ones, because that's kind of what people want to know about. You know, a lot of people want to know about how do you get into it and budget stuff. So I feel like the stuff I talk about is, you know, it's not the higher end of the market, but it's not the high end of the market, but it's the higher end of the market. Yeah. Oh, I've got another option here, haven't I? I guess it's there. I guess. The mouse. My mouse is the Logitech G600 with a ridiculous amount of buttons. I should check these 1 unit keys, because I don't want to have issues. Let me just find some random 1 unit keys. Come on, you. Right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Taobao is another good option. That can take ages, though. That can actually take ages. For me, KBD fans, because you know they have a track record of shipping on time, and KP Republic, you know, I'm not sponsored by them, but they both have a track record of shipping on time. I've bought from both of them before. They're pretty communicative, both of them. If you have issues, they are open to helping you fix them. So yeah, even with the language barrier, if you don't speak Chinese, both of them are pretty good. I have bought stuff from Taobao before through a proxy. I haven't had any problems, but it does take ages to ship. Yeah, that is not unusual. 20 to 30 days. Yeah. But if you're in Australia, they do have a Discord. and that is pretty active. I think those guys do communicate quite well with each other. To have Australia, kind of Australia only or Australia focused group buys, so that they can save on the shipping. So that is another thing I would suggest, is join up that the Australia Discord as well. I don't have a link to that. But if you sub to the board, which is another good channel, Don is in Australia, so he might have links to that on his channel. Ozkeys. What's Ozkeys? Right, are we in? Everything in? Nothing bent? Yeah. I think we're good. I think we are all good. And all the switches snapped into place very nicely. No gappies. All right. That hay fever medicine is kicking in. My mouth's going all dry. I don't have any water. Yeah, the Australia community seems like a pretty good one. From what I've seen of it, seems like they've got a bunch of good people on there. Thai Keyboards, the YouTube megastar is there. Flairad Don from the board really knows his stuff as well, and there's a lot of other people there. Of course, Rama. You know, they got some superstars over there, haven't they? All right, Justin Boulanger. Did take French at university. All right, I think we're in. We could start with some kind of soldering. Wow, I'm gonna have to get in really close here. So bald spot shots incoming. I want to triple check these, that they are seated as they should be. Can't find 001 keyboards anywhere. All right. I don't know, how would I link the Discord? I'm not sure if I can. I might be able to link his channel, his YouTube channel. Let's see. Where are you? Let's see. Copy. That's his channel. Let me see if he's got. His Discord link in his description. Do you? No, he doesn't. But that's his channel. If anybody does have the Discord link, let me know. What do the characters in my name mean? In the oh yeah, yeah. It's this. It just means keyboard, but it's kind of a play on words of the way, you know, the way of the warrior. Instead of the way of the warrior, which is how what it usually is, it's the way of the keyboard instead. So I didn't make that up. That's not my pun, but it's a pun that tickled me so. I've adopted it. I'm going to create an invite. Can I do that? I'm not sure if I can. Can I create an invite to somebody else's channel? Hmm. Hi, Min. Oh, I can. Okay. How would I do that? Tell me how to do it. Let's see. Go to the Discord channel and click the inverted at the top. The inverted at the top. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Copy. There. Bam. Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you for that. All right. Where are we? Can't even see it. It's so small. Usually got my face down there. The next live stream, I guess I should have this camera a little bit closer as well. So that I can see and everybody else can see. My stomach's rumbling too. What time is it now in Japan? It's 3 o'clock. I'm supposed to have started streaming about 4 hours ago. But woke up too late. Then I had to go and get some hay fever medicine. And then I had to fix my setup. I'm getting bobbly solder joints here. Bubbling. Ah, the doorbell. It's the doorbell. 1 second. Can you believe it? It was one of my daughter's friends calling. Ventilation is a good point, though. Ventilation is a good point. I've got the door open. I've got the window open. Yeah, we're not that far behind Australia. Can you believe it? Again. Oh my gosh. Interruptions. So this kid comes to the door, little kid, and whenever they come here and they open the door, and if I answer the door, they're like this, and they're frozen because they don't expect to see, you know, this answer the door for them, to them. So they kind of get a bit scared. But this kid just looks at me and then runs away. And then his older mate came and came back. Two a.m. 2 a.m. Shizzy, where are you if it's 2 a.m.? Well, let's get this done. The only thing with having the window open is now I can hear all the kids playing around. Because there's a park right near where I live, so you can hear them all. Yeah, just your regular stream interruptions, kids knocking at the door, because I'm on my own today. My wife and my daughter have gone out, so just me. New York. Are you in New York City? New York State? And don't you have school or work tomorrow? Is it Saturday night there? 1 p.m. in Vietnam. Vietnam is another good place to be if you like keyboards, isn't it? I saw the photos of the Vietnam meetup a few days ago. That looked like a good one. Yeah, happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday. Didn't get any Easter eggs though. They don't really do Easter like that here. Do you do chocolate Easter eggs wherever you are in the world? Although, saying that, in the supermarket where I live, I went there today. Over the past week or so, they've had an Easter jingle playing. So, I think they're trying to make Easter another thing for people to, you know, spend money and eat food. So basically, what they were saying is, you know, Happy Easter! Oh, Easter's here! Hooray! And then somebody would come on and say, "What's Easter? Oh, what's Easter?" And then we'd say, "Oh, Easter is it's a festival where you eat eggs and you eat lots of delicious food." And I was like, yeah, that's the most important part of Easter. Yes, exactly right. So it's just the same as Christmas in that sense, except it's the opposite. All right. Did my stream crash? No? Is that an experience with Taiho Carbon ABS double shot? I haven't, no. Yeah, but if you like the colorway, I would go for it. but they aren't the best quality, I would say. If you like the colour though, and that is, if you like the colour for a reasonable price, then that's probably your only option, I think. Yeah, I mean they're by no means the best option, but if you're on a budget, like we were saying before, those are your options. They're all right. I would say that like cheap PBT is better than cheap ABS. Would you agree with that? You have to go for cheap. PBT won't shine as much and just has a nice texture. Does PBT shine at all? I mean, within a human lifespan. After years, right? Thinking getting one since I'm not ready to spend a lot on the PBT DSA set. Really like the colorway though. Yeah. Because you can't know what you like until you've tried it. And some people don't. Some people care a lot about, you know, the nuances of different keycaps and switches and, you know. Some people are happy with, you know, rubber dome that came with their PC. The cold one. Is anybody actually doing anything for Easter? To church? Not me. Hi, Mr. Ski Thuset. Mr. Ski Thuset. Or Mrs. Kit Thuset. This board needs SA caps on it. Yeah, I have seen a lot of the Pearl boards with SA and they look amazing. I don't think I have an SA set that would go with the colour of the Pearl that I have though. That's my issue. But yes, SA does look good with the Pearl. How much was the soldering iron? This soldering iron is the Hakko FX 880D. So it can vary a lot depending on where you are in the world. So Yeah, it's gonna depend on where you live. But yeah, it's not a cheap one. It's not a high end one. It's on the high end for a hobbyist, I think. For somebody like me, who is A, not great at soldering, and B, is not soldering, you know, every day. So in that sense, it's good enough. $100, is that how much it costs in the US? The Rama M60, I would love one. I would absolutely, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? But no, I won't be getting one. I won't be getting one. My keyboard spending is going to come right down. So expect to see more This Is My 60s, since they don't cost me any money to make. And that's my main issue with content, is making stuff that I don't have to spend loads of money to do. I've been drinking out with some mates on Easter. I'm having to read, I don't know why, I need to change it, but everybody's names are in green. You can't read who's replying, so I need to fix that. I read the names in green on that background, so that's something to be fixed for next time. How are we looking? Not bad. There's a few Hershey's Kisses on there. There's a few Hershey's Kisses, but not that many. It's $97 on Amazon. Yeah, I wonder if that. I wonder what's that site that can tell you how cheap stuff has been on Amazon. You should put it in there, because I always wonder what is the lowest it's ever been. Is there a good place to sell stuff? Mech Market, is it keyboard stuff? If you're in the US, Mech Market is amazing. And on Anthony's Discord, I think somebody set up a channel that's just a bot that just posts when there's new Mech Market posts and that kind of thing. So that is very useful too. Let's pick this up. Let's pick up the pace. Yeah, so it is Easter, but also it's like a really good weekend for cherry blossom viewing. If you're in a country that has a lot of cherry blossoms, like Japan, then this is one of the prime weekends. I'm not sure which was peak weekend. Is this peak or was last weekend a peak weekend? But yeah, the supermarket was packed with people stocking up on things for cherry blossom parties, sitting outside under the cherry blossoms, eating and drinking. I can't remember the last time I went to a proper cherry blossom party, though. Must have been years ago. Must have been absolutely years ago. Because when I used to work at the English language schools, that was like a school event and you had to go. That was part of your job. Couldn't skip out on it. And then when my daughter was younger, we used to go. But we haven't been on a family one for years, I don't think, like 4 or 5 years. But that's where they've gone. My wife and daughter have gone today. They've gone somewhere to view some cherry blossoms. Where's the soldering cam? I don't have one. I did think about getting one actually. I did toy with the idea of getting a solder cam, but it was too much effort. Too much effort for me. And also, I don't want you seeing my soldering work too close. This is just about fine. This is close enough, I think, for me. He's here. He's here. He's here. The man himself. I've already pimped your channel and your Discord. Right? I'm doing the work. I'm putting in work for you, mate. I've linked to your channel. I've linked to your Discord. I've told everybody how amazing you are. Yeah, that was for you. It's for you vibing. "4K 360 degree or go home." When the budget allows, I'll do VR. VR 4K 360 degree solder cam. Smell-o-vision. So many holes in the bottom of this. It's actually been a while since I've built a keyboard, hasn't it? When was it? Oh, okay. No, actually, it hasn't. I did the AK-64, didn't I? That counts as a keyboard. Right, in a big gap. Yeah, I haven't got the chat thing kind of, you know, I've cinched in there yet. Like, there's a bot I've set up that I kind of want to adjust. Yeah, things like that. Like, if you see anything that's annoying in the chat, or you know, you want to comment on them, please let me know, because I'm not sure. I give it a 40%. Did I forget a switch? No. Some of these are dodgy though. There's no way I'm zooming in on some of these. Not even 60 FPS. No. No, I think for the health of my PC, for the sake of the PC, Right, what do we do now? Somebody who's built a pearl. Do we put it in the case now, do we? This is the one I got. If you saw the other stream, pinky one. Yes, safety first. Because I might have students watching this. If any of my students see me, you know, disregarding safety, then I could lose my job. Because you're never off duty. Anything that you do outside of work, you're still at work. You're always at work. Makes me look smart. What are you insinuating? Right, now if you have a pearl, you might have found this, but the tolerances are pretty tight on the case for the screws, I mean, for the plate. So I'm a little bit worried about that, because I did test fit, you know, this stuff, and some of them are a little bit tight. Wix Blue. Nah, you don't want to move to Japan. Oh, the LEDs. Forgot those. We got these LEDs, didn't I? Should I bother with the LEDs? Yeah. I guess we should. I guess we should bother with the LEDs. Now, what is the procedure for LEDs? I did cut a set to test, and which way around do they go? Which way around do they go? I guess I better plug it in and find out, don't I? Alongside to the left? Somebody tell me. Stripped 4 of my screws building mine. Right. Exactly. Exactly. This is my uniform. This is my work uniform. How will I know if it's on though? I don't even know what the caps lock key is. Got the default layout up here somewhere. Caps, tap for caps. All right. All right, there we go. They work. I was right, alongside on the left. I'm never using SIP sockets. Ever. I just don't have any. Yeah, do I have SIP sockets on any of mine? I don't think I do. The TX1800, I don't think I have SIP sockets on that. So yeah, alongside on the left. Don't even use caps lock anyway. I don't care if it lights up. So yeah. You lost that one then. All right, so I figured it out. Hold him like that. How will I hold this in? Somebody tell me a trick for holding these in while I'm soldering them. Never. Yeah, I never use it. I always remap it to something else. So Yeah, I'm not a caps lock user myself. But if you do, that is your choice, and I respect your decision to use caps lock if you see fit. Auntie, you use caps lock? When I want to use it, I kind of miss it, but it's so rare that I do use it that, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just bend the pins in. I calculated exactly how much I should cut, but yeah, I'm just gonna bend the pins. Do one. Do one. If you don't shout, how do people know that you're right? You see, that's the thing, isn't it? If you don't shout, then how will they know that what you're saying is fact? And not just opinions like everybody else. Nay bad, nay bad. I've got the glasses. I don't get sharp things in my eyes, do I? Haha! Nightbot got him. Good bot. I should turn that off as well. Working as intended. I should change that for a different message. I think I have changed the message, but I should change it for something else. Or just turn it off. I don't get that many views that I need to be policing things so much, do I? Some people type like that, though. I should set up caps lock to check for deranged caps lock users. Set up Nightbot to check for deranged caps lock users. These are some gnarly old LEDs here, guys. Where's the last LED? Where is it? Lost it. Which LED is it anyway? Scroll lock. Who even uses scroll lock? I did have 3 LEDs here. Chat. Where did I put that LED? There it is. Found it. Triple shot. They do exist, don't they? I think. You are amazing, Anthony. They exist on some boards, don't they? Triple shot. perfectly straight LEDs. If they don't look straight to you, then it's your monitor. Your monitor's broken. You need to recalibrate your monitor for straightness. Right, should we get rid of this? Because that might scratch things. Those LEDs are causing issues. God, why didn't you tell me they weren't straight? Yes, this is true, Anthony. This is true. These box neighbours at my office and haven't had any complaints above the sound of your box navies. Ow, 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 ow. It sounds so badass. We're in. You can enjoy those delicious box navies. This is in some ways more nerve-wracking than the actual soldering, because they are somewhat tight. Get weird looks from ringing in your Am Pro. Sound it makes with browns. They ain't seen nothing yet. They ain't heard nothing yet. Let's get this. Let's load up a screw. So what did you get up to with your brother, Anthony? My dude. Another one. Tim Brown just got a shipment of navies. Are those your first navies, or are you a navy convert? Loads of people. I don't think anybody who has them doesn't like them. Just like they may be surprised about how heavy they are. Because, you know, a little bit heavy. Yeah, if people aren't used to hearing that kind of noise in an office, They will take notice. But then again, some people really, you know, really pound their rubber domes on the laptops. There's a guy who we have meetings like every week, and I guess this guy is like taking minutes or something, and he's doing it on his laptop, sat there at the end of the table, and he's pounding away, you know, at the enter key, the space key. Ridiculous! Like in the middle of a meeting, it's not like a big meeting room, but he's mashing away at the keys. Absolutely no need. Turn this off now, can't I? For your girlfriend's birthday keeb. Oh, will she appreciate it? Or is it going to be a first mechanical keyboard for her? Yeah, that stem twist. I don't have any boxes, so I can't vouch for it myself, but yeah, if you've seen any of Anthony's streams, he's battled with it on other people's behalf a few times. Yeah, the Ampro, it can be a bit loud, can't it? Take it as an opportunity for modding. Chance at modding them. I don't know why it's holding your message for review. It doesn't like... Maybe it doesn't like the word Dell? Or blacks. But yeah, it got health and review. I need to probably tweak that. Right. So I guess that shelf liner will make the board a bit quieter then. So if you can get some reasonably springy but not too thick stuff. Yeah. Now. What's the KBD fans Bluetooth one? Has that been released yet? As you can see here, the padding is kind of going a bit. Oh no, it's fine. No need for panic. Yeah, he's the man to ask. Anthony has had experience with pretty much everything. Not like me. That's the wrong screw, you fool. GTA 64 is not an upgrade over the Am Pro. Well, there you go. Don't get GH60. I was waiting for somebody to say it. You didn't let me down. There you are. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to take that off because until I get super mega big, I should just take off all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think it's got like you're not allowed to link or something. Can I, if I do this, wait, if I do that, can I do that? Wait a minute, I'm trying to do the thing. Okay, I've made you a mod, Anthony. If you can maybe try linking it again. Now I can carry on screwing the rest of the screws in, and they've gone in. They've gone in nicely, I have to say. They're not properly screwed in, but when I was test fitting this, I was like, oh my god, it's like, am I doing this right? Have I got the right screws? Is something catching? But that was with nothing on the PCB at all. No trolls. Guess it's part and parcel though, isn't it? Great power, great responsibility, etc, etc. Oh, it works. Hooray. Yeah, if you've got a super low budget, I think your options are going to be pretty limited. And I guess I would just advise saving up a little bit. Very much depends on your budget, doesn't it? And the layout. If you don't like 60s, then any other Aussies in here? Wild Numbat? This Pearl has the Kale Pro Burgundy switches, which I've never tried before. If I don't like them, they're staying in. $150 to $200. That's a pretty good budget, isn't it? Wouldn't you say, Anthony? Pretty reasonable budget to have. Number 5 degree. Did I do that one? Yeah. Right. That is it. That is it. Have I scratched it? Oh, no. No, no scratch. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Better than any of the pre-builts out there. Yeah, yeah, you can get something good for that. Get something good for that. Right, now about this diffuser. Did anybody build one without the diffuser? Because I was toying with the idea of not building it with the diffuser, but then it kind of like defeats the purpose of having all these LEDs, doesn't it? So with diffuser. You're going to blow most of the budget on keycaps. And which way up does it go? Rough side up? Rough side down? I'm going to wait for somebody to answer. I guess there's only one way it can go because of the... oh no, they've got two. The peel has been shown. I probably will have the RGB off anyways, but still, you've got to have it on. You've got to have it on there just to show people, right? And then you turn it off when you use it yourself. But you've got to have it on just to show people so they can go, "Wow, it's flashing." Is that it? Rough side down. Gotcha. Okay. Then I should put the weight in the first, shouldn't I? Would be good. Right, this is a good point. You will not be forgiven for buying non-genuine stabilizers. And you won't forgive yourself, to be honest with you. You won't forgive yourself if you skimp out on those. Yeah, don't get fake stabilizers. Switch top, center track, novel keys, Dojo Studio, they all do them, do they? Yeah. I should get that. I should get that emote. I should steal it. I think I can get custom ones. I have to look into that. I think I can. I can't steal yours though. I can't steal yours. That's for you and for you only. I need to build up my own store of memes. Do I still have the boom? That's Anthony's Discord, where it all goes down. I'm yet to try the box switches. I'm yet to try the box switches. No wobble, but sometimes twist. No wobble, but sometimes twist. We good? Put that on there. I'm guessing this. When I watched Anthony's stream, I noticed that it wasn't like super straight and lined up on the edges. So I guess I shouldn't sweat it too much. Shouldn't sweat it too much if they're not 100% straight, right? I don't think I do. That's why I need to try more switches, because I don't think I do. Notice wobble. That's why I'm building up this collection of keyboards with lots of different switches. And then one day I'll have that epiphany moment of like, oh my God, You know what? Cherry RGB browns are the best switch. And I'll desolder all the boards that I have, and then buy, you know, 600 cherry RGB browns. Do I have the feet on? I don't have the feet on yet. I don't have the feet. Should I put the feet on first? Should I put those on first? Feet required to be on first. Yeah, I like feet. I will put feet on. I'm not going without feet. I'm definitely putting feet on. And I haven't lost the feet. There he is scooching himself into place. It should always be first. Why is that? Why is that? School me. School me, baby. See, that one wasn't in properly. Now he's all upset. Gonna undo the other ones before I strip. Because feet are beautiful. Well, I have no stripping in this thread, in this stream. All seems to be good. So it scratched the bottom of the case, yes. My desk is pristine though. I'll need to redo this one. I'm not going to screw this one in all the way because being a bit funny. Being a little bit funny, that one. Yeah, the tolerances are super unforgiving on this, so I'm not going to go hard on that one. It's got a foot fetish. Are these the right feet? Are these even the right? Are they supposed to be this small? They look a bit small to me. Have I got the wrong feet? Are these the right feet? I've got so many feet kicking around in here, I think. They look really small. Are they the right feet? They're not obviously in isolation, but when you can compare them with something else, they become very noticeable. Yeah, I think that is the thing. If I was to take more notice of it, I'd probably type so slowly that I don't notice it anyway. The Chinese use like really small feet. They just look really small. I feel like they should take up more of the roundy bit. Whatever. Feet are in. All right. It's nearly snack time. you got your snacks ready? I don't have any other boards that would take feet this small, so they must be for this keyboard, so I'm just guessing that the feet are just small. Just small feet. Thank you, MangoBoy5398, for a sub. Well, there it is. There it is, boys. Up close, so it doesn't squash down exactly because I've left this other screw. I left one of the screws a bit loose. I'm going to go back over that, but there she blows. Get in there. I think pretty much the only caps I can do are these, really. Yeah. We got GMK 9009 with like loads of. Was this normal? I mean, I did get the 40% add-on kit, but do I even need that? Do I even need those? I think I'm missing. I think there's one set of things that I'm missing. Maybe. All pink accents. There's another set I'm missing somewhere. I think I put them somewhere that I shouldn't have done. Kawaii desu ne. There's another set, isn't there? That I should have got, that I've misplaced. Found it. It's this one, isn't it? So yeah. Apart from the space bar, of course, right? Apart from that space bar. Oh, I've still got my glasses on. Majora's Mask Artisan. Are you joking? Where did you get that from? That sounds pretty good. To my untrained ear, my uncouth ears. And to save me from a terrible decision. Was about to buy the GK64, but he's changed my mind. He's changed your life. He's changed all our lives, really. These are the Kale Burgundies, yeah. Etsy, yeah, I wouldn't mind a link to that, but I don't know, you're not allowed to post links. Put it in the Discord. Put it in Anthony's Discord. What might not work? Yeah, that EPBT 9009. It's got a lot of us very excited, hasn't it? I would say. Yeah, should we do some things? So what am I? Escape. Pink escape. There's pink escape. Do I have any more pink things I can put on here? Or should I have used this escape key? The different escape key, right, from the 40s kit. Not the super big escape. Is that right? This guy. This is the guy. So many kits, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't mind some artisans myself. Who needs you? Is the Discord really called Kirby's Helpers? Is it? Is it called Kirby's Helpers? Is it really called Kirby's Helpers? Yeah, once you start getting into artisans, yeah. What's the most expensive artisan? I don't think there's anybody in here that's really into artisans, though, is there? I'm not. I have two. One I got for free, and the other one I bought for cheap. So, yeah. Yeah, I was going to get GMK Olivia. Has anybody got that? I kind of decided against it. My austerity drive. I can't really get any more. I can't spend any more money on too much more keyboard stuff. This plus GMK Olivia's though. 200, yeah. 200 bucks plus for an artisan. Oh, come on. Pay attention. Pay attention. Who's into artisans then? The one artisan I am interested in getting is the that coughing one. I would buy that. I would buy that, but they're not the glossy ones. I don't like the glossy ones. Just that matte one. There's one that's matte, isn't there? Am I going to keep it as this keycap, though? Am I going to put this here? For now, anyway. And then I've got to post the reimagined one later on, haven't I? Is there a There's no backspace, is there? There's no one unit backspace in a colour, is there? Whatever. You bought 7. You bought 7. Yeah? Yeah? Does that work? I would love to buy the 7. I wish they were matte though, not glossy. I'd buy that one purple matte one, but then I want the one that looks like the shiny one. If you get the shiny coughing, it's like that greeny colour, isn't it? I think I'd get that if it wasn't shiny. I mean, if it wasn't glossy. But alas, shall I leave the mods till last? No. A tab. Tab. Hmm. Hmm. I even use that for tab. We'll figure out. I'll figure out the details later. A coughing is a Pokemon or Pokemon. If you don't pronounce it properly, it's a Pokemon. Yeah, it's a Pokemon artisan. Pokemon. So does that mean that you are into the Pokemon, Alex? The only Pokemon that I would buy is the Shishi. I would buy a Shishi, especially that light green one that looks like jade, whatever that one is. I think it was on. Somebody had one on This Is My 60 before. So watch that video. I couldn't even tell you which episode it was. But yeah, I like the Shishis. Shishi. Pocky sticks. I'm not a fan of Pocky. I prefer Fran. You can get more chocolate on them. Twitch plays Pokemon. I'm wary of lubing my switches unless I have the right lube. So I haven't lubed these because I'm a bit. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm a bit nervous of doing so if I don't have nice lube. So I want to lube them with nice lube, not trashy lube. Ah. So no, I don't be doing the lubing of mine. But you know, if you do, then that's fine. That's your prerogative to do so. Have I put a wrong key in? Perhaps. Am I missing a thing here? Need the right lube, the right tools, lots of time, patience, trial and error. Indeed. I may have boo-booed here. This needs to go that way to fit this enter key in. Where's that emoticon? Might have to come back to that one. What am I doing now? Shift. Shift. Where is a shift? A tiny itty bitty shift. There he is. Where is he? Yes, that guy. That guy. I can still hear some. There's a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. We can't have everything go smoothly 100%, can we? At least I remember to put the stabilizer in. I only had one to remember, but at least I remembered that. Do I even need these? I think I need those. And what goes on the other side? Caps lock, which I don't really need. Orochi, yes. Orochi, you like those, do you? Tim Brown's not too finicky about lube. Super lube is greasy. Smooth, I've never had a problem with it. Yeah, I have lubed, you know. Grease is greasy. Yeah, I use the thin one. I don't use the thick, gloopy super lube on switches, of course. The, you know, the thin stuff I use. But yeah, some people don't lube the switches. Some people does not lube the switches. Which is fine. Which is fine. EV. Do I post on the subreddit? The mechanical keyboard subreddit? I do. Not that often. Like, don't really have stuff that I can post. I post comments. But I don't post my own content on there that much. Remember, kids, lube your plate and PCB to easily remove defective switches. Seems like good advice. At least this way, when I post this on Reddit, I can have this switch fixed. Then, can't I? That's an excuse for me to post it and prove that I've fixed it. A little bit of USB connector. What are we doing now? Then, do I have any different coloured alt things? Not really. I've got these though. Oh, I wish I had two of those. I wish I had two of these ones. That would be perfect. We only get one, and then you get a green one as well. I do always lube my stabilizers, not in the super inside, you know, inside the slidey parts, but I do put lube in where the metal touches the plastic, but I kind of stopped doing the other one because, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So I'll just put this one on anyway. No. Where's that one that would go on but was too high? That guy? You put him there? No, that's fine. There must be an enter key that goes there then, right? Am I just not seeing it? Is it this? But I want a pink one. I'm leaving it pink. Does anybody post in the in the subreddit Discord, because I'm not a member and I've never posted in that. I can imagine it's just constantly filling up with messages, which is a bit scary. Yeah, I want another one there, but you know. It's a keyboard. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. That thing, is that thing updating at all? That thing in the screen. Manga Boy was a while ago, so it should update soon, or when it feels like it. It moves really quickly, right? I can imagine. And KBD fans, okay, yeah, it's just like it's too much. It's too much. There's too much going on. I feel like that's like that with any Discord. The top clack one isn't so bad for that, but still, it just moves faster than I can keep up with the memes. I find you know, I find I'm more comfortable in Anthony's Discord, perhaps because, you know, there's fewer people there. Maybe it's just the vibe he's got going on. I think it's just the vibe. Super chatters is like donations. So it's like, I think you have to have it set up on your own Google account, maybe. Now, careful now. Nightbot is watching you. Actually, these colours are appropriate because, and I didn't buy any. I should have bought some, but I didn't buy any Sanshoku Dango. You know, the I think somebody posted a keyboard. It's like the little rice balls that are white, green, and red and pink. So they would match. They would fit perfectly, and it's in season at the moment. But I didn't buy them. I should have done. I should have bought some. So let's just get these out of the way. I don't have. This is the first keyboard I have with USB-C. So I've had to like use up my last remaining USB port on my aging computer. Okay, so I've got numlock. I've got numlock on for switching between the scenes in OBS, so that's why that one's on. This is a cute build. This is cute. This is really nice. Look, pretty. It's pretty. You like her virtues. Oh, see, I usually have backspace here. This is backspace for me, so it's all going to be a bit confusing. And I usually have like double space for enter on my smaller keyboards, so it's all being a bit confusing now. I was really surprised when I saw the cable. It is really nice, isn't it? I think every keyboard got a matching cable, didn't they? So I got 109. So on this keyboard, I have it for a single tap is space, and then a double tap is enter on this one. What's going to happen if I use an adapter for my micro USB cable to USB-C board? Does it affect anything at all? I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, you were talking about that bottom. Yeah, so I still need to screw that one in. I wish there was a pink enter in this size. That would be nice. That would be nice. Maybe there is one and I've just like lost it and it's somewhere. Wrap it up. Oh, thanks for joining again, mate. I don't know, where is your accent from? My accent is from Lancashire in England, the northwest of England, just near Manchester. And I ended up in Japan. I just like applied for a job at like an Eikaiwa, English Conversation School, and I went for some interviews over a few days. And then they said, "You're going to Japan, and you're going here, and you can't choose where you're going. They just send you there." And I was in Tokyo, so I worked there for quite a long time. Can't remember how long. Anyway, I worked there, and then I worked to some other place, and now I'm where I am now. I work at a junior high school. How does it compare to the new Mini? Like, what do you reckon? Like, they're very different though, aren't they? Like this is ortho and this is not. So for me, this was still a little bit difficult to get used to, especially the C, CV, and the B. It's a bit difficult to get used to. It's where you would normally kind of have to go a little bit sideways or a little bit down. You just go straight down, you know. So that's kind of hard to compare right now. But what do you reckon, looks-wise? This looks much more classy, I think, doesn't it? Right? When it's the keycaps. This is kind of silly. This keyboard purely exists to have these keycaps on it, though. Whereas this is a lot heavier, I think. I don't have scale. See, I need to up my setup game. Did I eat a lot of spotted dick? Not as much as I would have liked, Anthony. Not as much as I would have liked. Spotted dick. Yeah, the beige is nice. The beige is really nice. I wish I would be able to compare it with the PBT one that's coming up. Spotted dick. Spotted dick is a traditional dessert from my home country. You can always tell a spotted dick eater. Yeah, I haven't built the Champagne M65. That's probably going to be. I might do that as a video build rather than a live build. I just feel like I don't like taking too long with live stuff, just because of the time I usually have. This is very unusual that I have all this time to myself without anybody potentially interrupting. So, and how long has this been going on for? Quite a long time. Like an hour and a half? Yeah. Who's using bad language? So Dick, yeah, Dick is not in the filter. Check the bottom again, one of the bump-ons. Oh, it's come off, see? It's hot. It is very hot in here, though. It is super hot. It's, like, really hot in here. So I'm not surprised that it's melted. It's melted. I might just buy bigger ones. They're too small. Right? It's too small, isn't it? Am I going to wait a year? Yeah, I'll wait a year. I'll tell you all that I'm building it. Oh, this is really not coming up. No, not staying on now, is it? I'm going to tell you all that I'm building it, and then I'm going to keep you all waiting for a year. Beware from Nintendo. Yeah, that's right. Pokemon, but this is Pokemon themed, not Pokemon. My microphone is not going to pick it up properly, though, is it? I mean, can you even tell? It's come off again. Can you even tell though that that the new mini switches are a little bit scratchy? Can you tell from here? Let me just find something to type in. I don't reckon it's going to pick anything up. The nuances, the finer nuances. Right, I bet you can't even hear this because I've got a noise gate on as well. Slamming down. So I can hear a slight hint of scratch. I can hear a slight hint of scratch there. So these are cherry silent switches, by the way. These are cherry silents. And you can probably hear that, yeah. You did miss the build. It was a short build. Oh shit, it was a short build. It took longer than it probably should have done. It took longer than it probably should have done. I was faffing around with the soldering for a bit. I think that sounds better than the new Mini. I think I can fit more padding in the underside of the PCB. That might make a difference. Is that even coming through? So yeah, I'll probably upload. I'll upload a typing video. I'll upload a typing video in due time. So things to do: buy new feet, or buy a new feet, or just get some double-sided tape and stick that one back on. The fallen foot, and then I'm going to call it. Before I do. Let's have some dessert. You know, I should go and wash my hands before I have this dessert. But while I go and do that, the orange dress is my new uniform. I don't know why I chose orange. I should have chosen blue, but I just thought the orange stood out more. And now I look like a felon. It is not spotted dick. You know how hard it is to get a spotted dick in Japan this time of year? I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to be right back. Keyboard streams right from the jail. I'm safe yet. I'm safe yet. So this is traditional Japanese mochi. James Wheeler, your message got caught in the spam trap. But I know that it's not a slur, so I'm letting it through. Does anybody know what mochi is? Do they have mochi in any other Asian countries? It's rice that's been kind of mashed up and pounded until it goes super sticky, and they use it as like it can be a savoury dish and a dessert as well. Anybody who's in Asia, you have that? I do use them at work, but my desk is pretty small. I've got the TX1800 on there now. So let me see. It's very squashy and sticky, and this is a real leaf. It's an oak leaf. So this is Kashiwa mochi. Kashiwa is a town in Japan, and they're famous for Kashiwa mochi. So it's like a rice cake. What filling is in this one? This is sweet red bean paste in this one. There are similar things. Okay. Yeah. So inside. So that's why I'm going to do cubes and carbs, because this is like 3 days worth of carbs for me, or what I'm supposed to eat anyway. So there it is. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if you're not already, join me and all the other cool people on Anthony's Discord. Subscribe to Anthony's channel, and if you're a Twitch user, go and follow him on Twitch. Prime that boy up, because he does a lot for all of us, to be honest with you. Because when he builds up his keyboards, it gives us all a chance to live vicariously. Him and God, to be honest with you. So yeah, do all that good stuff. Do I still have that in my on my clipboard? I do. So thank you very much, and I'm going to call it here. The next stream that I have is probably going to be, if I can find it, I can't find it. I'll have to keep you in suspense. But it's going to be my Uni 32 build. And this is the size of the case that it's going to go in, so you can see there. Such a sweet man, sweeter than mochi. Yeah, you can post your Twitch link if you want to, Anthony. So that gives you an idea of how big the case is compared to a 40%. So even more ridiculous keyboard. And this is going to be a really short stream out. Can you hear that? Hell's Angels. So I'll probably combine that build with maybe Lubin the Alps AK64. because I got some lube for that. So I might do that at the same time. Here, best keyboard channel. Unmod. All right, guys. Well, thanks for dropping by. However long you managed to do so. My next stream will be earlier. So if this was too late for you, then the next one will be earlier. And I'll see you all in the next video or on the Discord, wherever. See you later, guys.